Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy DSK here, back with another episode of Drinks with DSK. It's kind of late tonight, but I decided to jump in because I ain't gave y'all a video in a minute. And I'm just recording, tonight just because I kind of feel like it. And, I've set up my new little space, my new little recording space in here. I'm not gonna reveal it to you just yet because I got some special things in store. So if you follow the Drinks with DSK page, I'm gonna I have an intro video for what I got coming up. So I'm gonna post that video pretty soon and let y'all know how to proceed going forward. And sorry y'all, I got my other phone right here in my hand, but tonight's drink of choice is of course a little red wine. Like, if you don't drink red wine at this point and you still drinking Moscato, Riesling, what's the other one? Sangria, like, you childish. So get my little bottle. This is what I'm drinking tonight. A little Dark Horse, a little red blend made in California. This one is 13.5%. Not sure if y'all can see that because my lights won't let me be great, but it's okay. It ain't the best, but I mean, it'll do the job. So put that prop out the way. So, and then I got a little H2O right here, a little alkaline water. So I decided to dip in tonight and give y'all a little story time. And y'all know my life is a whole movie, right? So I don't think I told this story before, but like I got stories for days. And y'all know I'm so animated, so it's like the story is gonna be animated, right? So yeah. Take me a little sip. And then I got a little coaster right here. I'm gonna show y'all the coaster. So a friend of mine, Sakia, of Luxurious Home Essentials, shameless plug, go to her website, luxehe.com. She just dropped a new product, 3-wick candles. I think the pre-sale is going on until tomorrow, so place your order. Yeah. But she has a business and she does pop-ups at this place because I'm in Durham, North Carolina, called Spring Rolls. So there's a group that she works with, Together is Everything, and they do events on Thursday nights where they showcase different vendors. And I bought these coasters from this lady. I can't remember her business name. I don't even remember her name, but these were the coasters that I bought. Love, and they're like, these little stone things. I got two of them. Two of them came in a set. I think I paid like $5 for these. I can't remember, but that's what I have my nice wine glass resting on over there. Cause I feel like if I put it right here, clumsy in me gonna knock it over. So I said, put it out of sight. But I know that ain't what y'all was here for, but I just thought I'd just give y'all that little shameless plug, okay? So this story that I'm gonna tell, like, it's hilarious, okay? So this is the time that I crashed my car, all right? So when I get into the story, y'all will find out, like, what happened. So I always tell people, and I don't mean to throw my best friend under the bus, but anytime I pregame with my best friend before going out, it's never gonna end. It's never gonna end good, okay? Like, it's not. So this particular time, I can't remember what we were celebrating. I feel like we were celebrating his birthday, I think. And so there used to be this club in downtown Raleigh on Glenwood Avenue called Solace. And like, I was a frequent flyer of Solace. Anybody who knows me, number one, I don't go to the club like that. But Solace was like a little lounge. Like, I had been there a couple times. I just celebrated my birthday there a few times. I done been there, you know, on like a regular Friday. I think I went maybe on like a Saturday night before, but it was like the spot. Like it would be packed in there. Good time every time, okay? So this particular night, my best friend, I think it was his birthday because we were pre-gaming at his house for whatever reason. And I had said earlier that day, anytime I pre-game with him before we go out, it never ends right, okay? So, you know, this time I'm thinking, okay, maybe it'll be a little different, all right? So, get to his house or whatever, and the shots are going. So, people, boop, 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 you know, taking a couple shots, the music is going, house is kind of filling up with people, you know, just the vibe is going. And anybody who knows me, like I'm a brown drinker. Whiskey, bourbon, scotch, like that's me all day because that's the first liquor that I ever tried as a kid. I don't promote underage drinking, okay? But my dad used to drink Jack Daniels, like the original Jack Daniels. And so real quick, this particular day, I think I was in maybe middle school. I think I was like 13, maybe. I don't know. 13 or 14, I can't remember. It was either 8th grade or 9th grade. And so my dad had this little bottle of Jack Daniels in the house. And so I was like, ooh, I'm going to try this right here. Like, so I poured probably this much in the cup, like in one of the little round cups or whatever. Now, that's almost like the equivalent of half the cup, right? So I poured it in there and I smelled it and I was like, ooh, this smells horrible, but I'm gonna try it just so that I can be able to tell my friends like, oh yeah, I done drank before, like what, I ain't new to this, like, you know, that's the mentality that I have. Dumb, but whatever. So poured about that much in there, sniffed it, smelled horrible, and I was like, all right, CJ, count to 3 and then just down it, all right? So I go 1, 2, 3, throw it back, like not even thinking, my nigga, this is alcohol, okay? So kill it, and I'm like, you know, chest on fire, trying to drink water, like this is the nastiest thing ever, whatever. So as I got older, that's became my drink of choice, brown, because that's like what I had. And then I had a phase where I was drinking white liquor. I don't fool with that no more, but so we throwing the shots back, you know, the vibe is going, you know, other stuff is going on or whatever. And so we get ready to leave. So when we get ready to leave, 2 of my friends was like, oh, we'll just ride with you. And I'm like, okay. And also, mind you, I always take me a little to-go cup wherever I come. So if I pull up to your house, because I'm a brown drinker and most people drink like white, so I always have a little mixed drink in my little canteen when I come. So I'm sipping on my mixed drink. We end up taking shots because my best friend had some brown. So we taking shots. You know, it's his birthday. Whoop-de-whoop. I get a little H2O, get myself together. We go. Then my other brother, he didn't make it to the pregame, but he was like, bro, can you pick me up on the way to Solus or whatever? And I was like, oh yeah, cool. So pick him up, you know, I'll pick you up or whatever. So we leave my best friend's house. And my 2 friends who were in the car with me, who shall remain nameless because I don't want to put their business out there, but they like, dang, like we need some food because we all kind of like a little wavy at this point. Like we like right here. We not all the way there, but we on our way there. So I'll say we probably about 60%, 65% there. Okay. So we stop at the cookout. And get some food or whatever because we need a little grease on our stomach because we get ready to go out and party. So we stop at the cookout. And I'm not even going to go into the details of what happened at the cookout, but we stop at the cookout. We get the food, other stuff go on. We go on about our business. We on our way to pick my boy up. So we go pick my boy up and we headed to Solus. So when we get to Solus, it's like 11:58 when we pull up. I'm driving, okay? We're pinning that right now. I'm driving, right? So I'm driving. We pull up on Glenwood. Like, it's always a long line at Solace, but I can't remember if my best friend, his name was like on the flyer or something, but we see some of our other friends who have come as well. So they outside. My homegirl that's in the car, she yelling out the window at my friend like, yelling my other friend name, who shall remain nameless. So, and she like, oh, so they hop out. It's 11:58 and it was free before 12. So they get out, they go to the line, get the name, boop, they get in, I go park. So they don't know where the car is because I'm driving, right? So I get out the car or whatever. And when I get to the door, I guess they had already told them like, oh, CJ over there, like he coming in. My homeboy who was DJing was like, I don't know what he was doing right there at the door. Maybe he was making sure that we all got in, but he was like, oh yeah, he with me, boop, go in, whoop de whoop. I meet up with the crew, bam. All right, we all good, okay? So we in Solace. It's midnight. We in there juking, we in there getting down like we go in. So my homeboy, who's known for being like at 95% every time we go out somewhere, up there. Excuse me. So I see him and he's like, yo, little bro, what's up, man? And I'm like, yo, what up? He was like, bro, you ain't drinking nothing? And I'm like, nah, I literally just got here. He like, shoot, come on, bro, come on. We going to the bar. So mind you, I've already been drinking prior to getting here. And so when I get there, he's like, come to the bar. So he gets a double shot of Crown. He's like, oh, get my bro a double shot. It's on me. He buying the bar out. So I get my double shot. Me and him take it together. Boop, knock it back. And I'm like, all right, cool. Not thinking, CJ, get you some water so that you can stay hydrated. Not even thinking about that. So take the double shot. And he like, get you another one. And I was like, I'm going to get it. But I'm going to go back over here to the section where, you know, my friends are at or whatever. So I go back over there. My homegirl who was outside when we first pulled up, she's like, oh, where you get that drink from? And I'm like, oh, buddy, over there buying the bar out. And she was like, what? Like, you ain't bring me no drink. So I said, come on, let's go on over there. So I go back over there with my homeboy and take my homegirl. He asked her what she wants. She gets a double shot of tequila because she's a tequila queen, okay? So she get her double shot, and we go back, and mind you, we lounging in somebody's section because we ain't bought nobody's section. We in these people club, sitting in somebody's section, feet propped up on the table like we live here, all right? So I should have known not to follow her because we've been known to be put out of places before following behind her. That's another story for another day. So get over there. We chilling or whatever. We take the drink, take the shots or whatever. And then her sister is like, oh, y'all ain't get me no drink. Yada, yada. So all three of us go back over there, get another drink, go back to our little VIP section that we done stole, and basically. And we sipping on our drink, you know, vibing or whatever. Because me and my friend's sister, we rode together. So we all came from the pregame. So I told you we were at 65% before we got to Solace. So we in here drinking these free drinks that my homeboy is buying the bar out for the entire club. And we just climbing. So by this time, it's probably like going on maybe like 1:15-ish, almost 1:30. And I'm probably at about a good 92%, okay? Because I just been drinking since I've been here, all right? So my homeboy who's DJing, anybody who knows me, I love music. So he drops like this whole like 90s R&B set, like a whole like 45-minute, like from the time that we hit the floor at like 1:25, 1:30 until, no, it couldn't have been 40. Yeah, about a 45-minute set, because he probably dropped it maybe about 1:15. But we hit the floor like maybe like 1:25. So it's already like 10 minutes in, like he, you know, warming up or whatever. Like, so we get out there and we going in, like everybody in there vibing, like we going in. Ain't nothing clicking to say, get you some water, okay? I ain't thinking about it. So we just dancing the night away or whatever. 2 o'clock comes, my homeboy is like, all right, y'all, thank y'all so much for coming out. Party's over, y'all get home safe. the DJ, which is my homeboy. Mind you, he don't drink. So he ain't had nothing to drink. He just high off life. So me and my homegirl is like, no, give us one more song. Give us one more song. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And he's like, no. Like, anybody who knows him, he's like, no, take y'all drunk ass home. Like, the party's over. So at this point, like, I'm already at 92. I go to 100. And I'm just like, you know what? F it. I'm going home. Anybody, so I openly say, anybody who rode with me, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Like, so throw the deuces up and I get to walking, okay? So everybody's coming outside. So I get outside and my two friends that rode with me and my homeboy, they looking at me and I'm walking down the sidewalk, fingers up in the air like, hey, I got the sign. Y'all better come on because I'm out. Again, I drove and I told y'all they got out the car before I parked, so they don't know where I parked at. So, and it's raining. So they running down the street like, and I'm just walking like, you know, like Rain Man, like taking my time, going to get to the car because I'm the only person to know where the car is. So they running, trying to catch up with me. We get to the parking deck where I parked at. And they was like, we chasing after you. You ain't tell us where you parked at or whatever. And I was like, I told y'all I was leaving. Y'all over there jaw jacking. You better come on if you want to ride. Okay? So, sorry, I got to clean my glasses. So, we get to the parking garage and I got to use the bathroom. I don't even remember this part, but I got to use the bathroom. One of my homegirls that came with me, she got to use the bathroom. So, we just go, you know, pee in these people parking lot like it's normal, regular schmegular. So when I get back to the car, I said, listen, friends, okay? I am at capacity, all right? So I would highly recommend somebody else drive, all right? This is just me to my friends. I'm at capacity, all right? I'm here. I'm at 100, up the ladder to the roof. So I would recommend that somebody else drive, right? So they say, well, we've been drinking just as much as you have, and we don't want to drive your car and tear your car up. Okay. So the general consensus is that y'all want me to drive. That's what everybody's saying. Everybody's saying that they want CJ to drive. All right. So they say, yeah. All right, let's make our way back to Durham. So we get in the car. And I'm cracking the windows because, like, I'm hot to trot in the car, like, because I'm at capacity. Nobody thinks getting a man a cup of water or something that try to help him, get him a little Gatorade. Oh, let's stop at the Sheets. Nothing. We ain't thinking. So everybody like, you know, talking in the car, whatever. The little music playing in the car. We riding up Glenwood Avenue. We get almost to Briar Creek. The car gets quiet. So the wrong thing to do when you're in the car with somebody who is at capacity is to get quiet. Like, you need to talk to the driver because the driver is at capacity. The driver is drunk as hell and y'all ain't saying nothing. Like, the music is playing, but why y'all ain't talking in the car? So we get to Briar Creek. We get to Briar Creek right there at the stoplight. So I'm at the light. I got to make a left onto Briar Creek Parkway. My homeboy stay off Briar Creek Parkway. We almost at his house. So my homegirl and my homeboy and my brother is in the back seat. They sleep. My homegirl in the front, she done laid over and she sleep too. Now this is, I should not say this, but y'all, so when I see all of them asleep, something in my mind says, well, shoot, they sleep. Like, you can rest your eyes too. You can take your little nap. But I'm driving. So I said, you know what, Self? You're absolutely right. If everybody else is asleep, I mean, I can rest my eyes for a second. So needless to say, I closed my eyes because ain't nobody talking. So, you know, when you've been drinking a whole lot and you get in the car, it's like, it doesn't hit you until you sit down. When you sit down, it's like all that liquor be like, whoo. As the old folks say, you like, woo, child, like, I can't make it. I can't make it. Like, I can't keep my eyes open. So, that's me. So, we driving down Briar Creek Parkway and I just slowly close my eyes And my friend that's in the front seat, I guess the Lord tapped her like, girl, you better get up. Because y'all finna go down. Y'all all finna be gone. So she like, Siege, you about to hit the curb. Broop. So I hit the curb, but I quickly glided back. So I was like, oh, my bad. Like, oh, we good. So my homeboy in the back seat, my brother, he like, bro, I think you need to pull over because your car is kind of riding funny. So I'm like, nah, bro, we almost at your house. We gonna make it. Bing! Front tire losing pressure, right? Sorry. I had to say specific. It's like, bing, front tire losing pressure. So I was like, I might need to pull over, bro. But I think I'm good because it's a gas station right here by your house. Bing! Rear tire losing pressure. So when I hit the curb, my two tires on the left side of the car, the front tire and the rear tire, both, I guess, brushed the curb, and they're both slowly, deflating, right? So I don't even remember this part right here. This is how drunk I am. I don't even remember pulling over on the side of the road. And the only way I know that this happened was because my brother has a video of it, like us outside the car. So we pull over side the road. We had a whole party for like 10 minutes, like music blasting, like we on the side of Bryant Creek Parkway just getting it out there, like we still at the club because we all are there, right? So I guess once we come to the realization, like, this is major, like we need to keep going. So I make it to the gas station that's right there by my brother's house, and needless to say, both of the tires are completely deceased, and they're like, what are we gonna do? And so I was like, man, F them tires. Like, my parents will come get that car, like, cut the music back on. So they with me to begin with. So they cut the music back on. We out there vibing in the parking lot of the gas station. Like, and then I think it hit them like, he's our ride home. So how are we supposed to get home if both of his tires are deceased? What's gonna happen to us? Okay, so my homegirl has AAA. So she's calling AAA. She's trying to ask me what kind of car do I drive, what year is it, like what size are my tires, and I'm gone at this point, like gone. Like, girl, F AAA, F that car, F that phone call. My parents are coming to get the tires, cut the music back up. I'm still in party mode. Like, you're gonna have to talk to me tomorrow because like I'm not hearing nothing that you're saying right now. So my other homegirl calls our other friend, and she comes and she picks them up because their car is still at my best friend's house, right? So they got to go back to get their car, and then they got to go home. So my friend that came to rescue us, basically, she was like, okay, CJ, like, get in the car. I'll just take you home too. And I was like, oh, I'm not going nowhere. Like, I'm staying right here. And she's like, you cannot get back in your car. You are drunk. Like, you are like way past drunk. If you get back in your car and the police pull up, even if you don't drive anywhere, if they see you in that car drunk, you're going to get a DWI. And I was like, well, I ain't going to get in the car. Roll the windows down, cut the music back on. I don't care what you say. I'm not leaving. So I sit on the curb, arms folded, like, cut the music back on. So I'm just sitting there chilling. My brother's apartment complex is on the other side of the gas station. So they take him to his house to get his car, and then he comes back to the gas station. He was like, let me go get my car. Let me see if I can put at least, like, if I have a spare tire, like, even if it's a little donut, if I can put it on his car, try to get his car to my house so we don't have to leave it at the gas station. I ain't doing nothing. Like, I already told y'all I'm not leaving. F the car. My parents are going to come get it tomorrow. So he goes home, gets his car. The tire does not fit, which we knew because he was driving a Nissan Versa. I had a Chevrolet Impala. Make it make sense. But you want to help? Everybody was sobering up quick except me. Like, because I'm still gone with the wind, right? So he's like, come on, bro. Like, I can't leave you here. And I was like, bro, where are we going? And he was like, you can just come back to my house. We'll figure it out. At this point, it's almost 5 in the morning. It's like 4:40. So we get back to my brother's house. He lives on the 3rd floor. I almost died walking up these 3 flights of steps because I'm just like, I can't go no more. Just leave me right here. Leave me at the bottom of the steps. Somebody will come and get me tomorrow. So he's like, no, bro. Like, come on. So we get up them 3 flights of steps. And as soon as I walk in his house, I just collapse on the couch, right? So he don't know what to do. Like, at this point, I'm out of it. So he has to call my friend, my homegirl that rode with me. So he's like, hey, it's like 5 a.m. I can't leave him here like this. Like, he is gone. Like, when I tell you gone, like, gone. Like, the only way for him to recover is he's going to have to sleep this off. So he lived in Briar Creek. And if you know Raleigh, Durham, like, if you're from North Carolina, you know Briar Creek is like, you know, Raleigh, basically. She lived over near University Drive. So University Drive to Briar Creek is a good 25, maybe 30 minutes, depending upon which way you go. So he's like, bro, I can't leave him here. Like, I got to be at work at 7 o'clock. I don't know what to do with him. Like, I can't just leave him here like this. Like, you got to help me. My friend came. She had just got home maybe like 10 minutes before he called her. Already in the bed. She got dressed and came back to pick me up, y'all. Like, this is how I know that this is my real friend. So she gets back to Briar Creek. She comes to pick me up and helps me down these 3 flights of steps because I told y'all, like, I am like plastered. Like, plastered. When I say plastered, like, if you asked me what my first name was, I probably couldn't even tell you. Like, that's how bad it was because I pre-gamed at my best friend's house. I brought my to-go cup, number one, that I was sipping in the car that was extra strong because it had brown in it. And so I probably put maybe like 4 shots of brown to maybe like 2 shots of Coke in it. So I'm sipping on that. I get to my best friend's house. I'm taking shots there. I get to Solace. I'm taking double shots there. No water, no Gatorade, no hydration, no nothing. It all hits me at one time. And I'm not one of those that like throw up. Like, I just get like completely drained and I have to sleep it off. Like, I have to. Like, because if I drink water after I'm at 100%, it's going to make me sick. And so I never drink water because I know as soon as I take that first sip of water, it's going to hit the bottom of my stomach and then I'm puking my life away. So I don't drink no water. I just have to sleep it off. So she gets me to her car. As soon as I get in the car, dead. Like, I fall over and I go to sleep. So what feels like an eternity, I'm in the car. And so she drives me back to my house. And I lived near South Point at the time, off of 751. So she drives from Briar Creek to 751 to bring me home. And when we pull up at my house, she's like, get up, CJ, get up, get out of my car, get out of my car. And so I come to her and I'm like, why are you yelling? Like, I'm confused. Like, 1, why are you yelling? 2, where are we? And she's like, CJ, don't play with me. Get out my car. Get out my car. And I'm like, can you at least tell me where we are? And she's like, you're at home. Get out. She was like, CJ, get out of this car. Like, I will fight you right now. And I'm just like, okay, sheesh. Like, you're rude. Like, all right, thanks. Like, and so I get out, stumble in the house, and I'm the type of person where, like, I'll fall asleep on the couch in a minute, okay? So this particular night, I didn't want to sleep on the couch. I wanted to sleep in my bed. So, and I only know this from the next morning. When I walked in my house, I started pulling off like clothing, like piece by piece, like from the door to the stairs that led to my room. So the next morning, it's like a shoe here, a sock there, shirt here, pants here, sock here, underwear here, like the whole night. Like, I'm taking everything off because I'm like, I gotta be comfortable when I go to sleep. So I make it to my bed. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning at this point. My mama, I don't know what it is, but she like has this radar on me or something. So the next morning she calls me. It's like 8:40. And so she calling And I'm just dead in the bed, like deceased, like. And so my phone is vibrating. I'm like, what the hell? Like, so I'm like, hello? And she like, hey. She's like, what time did you get home last night? And I'm like, Mom, like, I just recently went to sleep. I don't want to talk. Like, why are you calling me at 8 o'clock in the morning when you know I got home late? Like, you know this. You know this because you know me. So she's like, all right. And I'm like, oh, by the way, something happened to my car. I think I hit something and yeah, I think it's something wrong with my tire. And she's like, where's the car at? And I'm like, in Briar Creek somewhere. Like, and she's like, what you mean in Briar Creek somewhere? Where is it at? And I'm like, it's at the gas station in Briar Creek. Like, you know, when you turn on Briar Creek Parkway, like if you coming from y'all house, when you turn on Briar Creek Parkway, you're going to get to that first light about World Trade. And then when you get to that next light, you're going to make that right. And it's a gas station right there. That's where my car is sitting at. And she's like, okay, well, let me tell you, Daddy. And when we get dressed, we're going to come pick you up. No. I don't need to go. I'm telling you the location where my car is at. So my parents, God bless them, they go and get my car. And so they go locate my car, and they're telling me all this after the fact. They go locate my car, find out that both the tires on the left side of the car have been busted because I hit the curb. And my dad goes and buys me 2 tires to put on my car, goes back to my car, changes the 2 tires, puts the 2 new tires on my car. He drives my car back to my house, and my mama follows him. So all of this happens. By the time they get back to my house, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. So she calls me when they get outside, and I'm slowly coming alive at this point. So I'm coming alive, and I'm like, okay, I'm coming downstairs. Like, so I go downstairs, go outside. They got my car in my garage. And my mom was like, how in the world did you bust 2 tires on the same side of the car? And I'm like, don't know. I think I hit a pothole or something, like lying to them, not telling them that I was drunk. My friends in the car didn't want to drive, none of that. So my dad is like, well, he would have got 2 used tires. He didn't get 2 new tires because he was like, I'm not buying 2 new tires. You busted them tires. You want 2 new tires? You go buy 2 new tires. So he go get 2 used tires. It would cost $85 for the 2 used tires. And he made me pay him back. So he was like, I need my $85 back. I don't want to hear it. Blah, blah, blah. Like, run me my money. So give him the $85 or whatever and go on my business. Like, I was just like, okay, I would just keep that to myself and don't nobody know, whatever, you know. It's cool. Water under the bridge, all right? This was my best friend's birthday. So when they did this was the Saturday after that thing at Solus. So I had to go to church that Sunday. And so I went to church that Sunday, nothing. The following Sunday, okay, we get to church, we have service or whatever. And so when we coming out of service, my dad, me and one of my friends who was at Solus with us, one of the ones that I kept going to the bar getting double shots with, she drove, she got home, she tried to tell them, don't ride with CJ because CJ is at capacity and y'all don't know what's going to happen. So my dad comes from around the corner and he like, hey, he was like, man, how in the world did y'all let CJ bust 2 tires on the same side of the car? Do y'all know my friend, I ain't even gonna say her name because I was getting ready to say it, she tells on me. She said, so my dad is the executive pastor at my church, right? So she calls him EP, executive pastor. So she like, nah, EP, no. Let me tell you what happened. She runs down the whole story. I told them don't get in the car with CJ. CJ had been doing all that drinking. All of them had been doing that drinking. I told them he could not drive. They let him drive. He hit the curb. He busted them tires. And I'm just sitting there like, I can't believe it. Like, you just sold me out. Sold me up the river without a raft. Like, sold me up the river. So my daddy looking like, so you was out there drinking. So that's what happened. Like, so now we know you done hit the curb because you out there drinking. I was like, I know you is lying to me. Like, then told the whole story. Told my daddy. So yeah, y'all. I know that was long, but that's my little story time. Of the time I crashed my car, like, and I didn't really crash my car, but I busted the 2 tires. I just say that I crashed my car. But what I will say is, do not drink and drive, because it's comical in me telling the story of what happened, but I don't condone that, because as the saying goes, the Lord looks out for babies and fools, and I've been both. Like, cause that could have went a whole nother way. And y'all know, people always say that anytime somebody is driving drunk and they hit somebody, or a accident happens that results in a fatality, the drunk driver lives and the other person always dies. So I just thank God that none of us were hurt. I didn't hit anybody, none of that. Like, because it really could have went the other way. Like, I really could have, crossed over onto the other side of the road, hit a car. I could have harmed one of my friends. Anything could have happened. So needless to say, I do not do that anymore. Like, I do not. Like, I don't even go out no more, honestly. If I do something, it's like a little kickback at my house, or I go to somebody's house, and if I know that I'm going to be drinking that much, I will stay where I'm at, or I will stop drinking maybe an hour before I'm supposed to leave to kind of sober up so that I can make it home. Or if I do something at my house, I know that I'm at home. And I tell my friends that too. I be like, don't get so drunk to where you can't leave, or you can't drive home. If I see that you're at capacity and you can't drive, I'm not letting you go nowhere, because I don't want anything to happen to my friends or my family. So just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. I don't do that no more. I'm grown now. Like, this was in 2017, so I was like 32 at the time. I'm a whole 38-year-old now. Like, I ain't got time for that. And I'm not trying to hurt nobody, because I don't want the Lord to charge me with that. And then I get to heaven and he be like, you remember when you killed Jane Doe or John Doe on the side of the street? Banish me to hell. Like, I ain't trying to go, okay? I ain't trying to go. So that's it, y'all. That's my story at the time that I crashed my car. Y'all make sure y'all follow me. Y'all subscribe. Like, I got stories for days, y'all. 4 days. Like, I'm going to write a book one day, because it's just like my life. As T.I. said, my life, your entertainment. So, yeah. But that's all I got for y'all as I end all my videos. Telling y'all, like my boy in barber school used to tell me, and I'm gonna still tell y'all that story one day about barber school, how I ended up there, like with a whole shit show, y'all. So, but as he always says, or used to tell us when we got ready to leave class, be good or be good at it. Peace.